Well, on the 4th of September 2010, Canterbury began changing beyond recognition. In the wee hours of September the 4th, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck near Darfield, causing widespread damage across the entire region. While this quake did not result in the huge number of deaths seen in the February earthquake several months later, it signalled the start of the end of Canterbury as we knew it. 8 years on, you would have thought, well, most everything would have been fixed, but as we have seen countless times on Checkpoint, many insurance companies have made it impossible for people to move on. That is the case for Mike and Fran Dodge, who say their insurer AA has not honoured their insurance policy, and now the courts seem to be the only option left. Our Christchurch reporter Logan Church took his camera and went out to meet them.
When the shaking stopped, Mike and Fran Dodge's lives changed forever.
We had our earthquake sequence. It started in September, and we have assessments done by EQC, and they put ours down as minor for the September event, and they've actually settled with us for that event. And we thought, oh, everything's okay, we'll get our house fixed. And then, of course, a few months later, we have another major incident with a February event, and left us with a shattered foundation and a damaged garage and broken driveway and plaster and things falling off the walls, kitchen in a mess, you know, just the usual for what us Christchurch people are used to.
Even though their house was a mess, their chimney collapsed, they were confident their insurer, AA, would be there to help get the house fixed and their lives back on track.
At this stage now, 7 years on, they've decided that all the foundation cracks in our house are all pre-existing to the earthquake, even though the EQC reports say otherwise, even though we've got photographs and other evidence to prove that they weren't there, or we might have had one or two, which I knew about. I've owned the house since 1987, so I'm pretty familiar with what the structure of the house is like. And so now we're having to hire experts to fight to say that this is what was there. They're ignoring the best evidence they have, which is the homeowners' observations of what happened to their home.
So, in a nutshell, Mike says his insurer claims all of the foundation damage is pre-existing. Walking around the house today, damage is evident. The ring foundation is cracked, the floors built on concrete piles are not level, doors don't close. Fran is wheelchair bound. She suffers from multiple sclerosis. The brakes have to be put on her wheelchair whenever she is in her kitchen. Otherwise, she rolls away.
I've been insured with AA since 1994, and I've been a member of the Automobile Association for 36 years. So I thought, oh yeah, they'll look after us, it'll be no problem.
But what makes the situation so agonisingly frustrating for Mike and Fran is that their house is perfectly livable. It's just damaged enough that a complete repair would likely cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if they just sold up and left, they would be lucky to get land value and would be passing the problem on to someone else.
We can't move forward, you can't go back, you can't borrow money on a damaged property, you can't sell it for nothing. It's probably worth land value if you're lucky. And then if we sell it, someone else will patch it up, and then it'll be on the market again as and someone else will buy it as an on-sold, which is now another problem that's come up in Christchurch.
Mike and Fran have now filed legal action against the insurer for a breach of human rights, breach of contract and breach of implied terms. A court date is yet to be determined. Fran says she has just had enough.
We have totally changed our feelings and everything. We used to be happy-go-lucky people, and now you walk into the house, there's been no repairs done at all, except for a couple of emergency repairs with tiles broken and that sort of thing for keeping the house dry and warm. And you walk in, I don't like going into the house as much. I sit out here on the deck more often, because you walk into the house and all you see is broken walls and everything, and it's not a happy-go-lucky home anymore. It's just a house that's keeping you dry and warm, that you can sleep in and, you know, do your bits and pieces. And that's the worst part of it.
Across Canterbury, there is still a long way to go before earthquake insurance issues are resolved. Even though private insurers have paid out at least $21 billion, more than 2,000 claims have yet to be settled as of the end of June. In Wellington today, the Minister for Christchurch Regeneration, Megan Woods, says there is still a lot of work to do.
There's still unfinished business in Christchurch. People are still living in damaged homes, families are still coping with serious psychosocial impacts, and businesses are waiting for certainty. This government is committed to finishing the job and helping people move on with their lives.
But Mike Dodge has a simple message for his insurer.
Honour your policy, observe the damage yourself, come and have a look, send your CEO down, come and see me, let's go talk and let's see what my policy entitles me to.
That invitation is and remains open. In Christchurch for Checkpoint, call Logan Church Tēnei.
And in a statement, AA Insurance says it's committed to resolving the Dodgers' claim. It says it recognises the Dodgers as vulnerable customers and it does accept the damage to their home was caused by the quakes. AA says it's met with the Dodgers, had discussions submitted and received reports and suggested alternate dispute resolution procedures such as mediation. But it says the couple and AA's experts have come to different views on the damage to the home and how to fix it. It also says the Dodgers will not accept the outcome of a joint engineers report and this is causing further delays. AA says it's happy to discuss resolving the situation when the Dodgers are ready.